From downtown Scranton, this is Northeast Current. WQPX invites you to join us as we explore public affairs, current events, and arts and culture in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. Now, let's meet today's guests on Northeast Current.
Welcome to Northeast Current. I'm your host today, Bernie Mayapolsky, and I'm here today with Susie and Jimmy Connors, and we're here to talk about the Purple Stride Walk. It's going to be where we are right here at the Lackawanna Heritage Trail at the Lackawanna River. So, and it's June 11th, right?
That's right.
So, give me some information about the walk.
Okay, well, as you said, it's June 11th. Registration begins at 8 a.m. and then we'll have a short ceremony at 9, and then there's a 5K walk or run. It's a timed run, but an untimed walk that will begin at 9:30. And you can register online at www.purplestride.org/northeasternpa2016. And you can join a team or walk as an individual. We are representing Team Fighting for Hope in memory of Jim's sister Tina. And he'll talk more about his sister.
My sister Bernie passed away in 1994. She got pancreatic cancer in 1993. And the sadness about pancreatic cancer, Bernie, is you don't know that you have it until there's not much time left. It's too late. So we're trying to raise money so we could find a cure for it, and so we could find the markers beforehand that show that somebody is going to get the pancreatic cancer, and then maybe we can address it. Yeah.
I heard that it's like a 20-year, you actually may have it for 20 years, but you don't know until it's way too late.
Right, that's right, yeah.
And unfortunately, it used to be the 4th leading cause of cancer death in the United States. It's now risen to the 3rd leading cause, and by 2020, they expect it to be the 2nd leading cause of cancer death in the United States.
People like you keep fighting for these walks.
That's why it's
so the walk starts at 8. I mean, the registration's at 8, and then you could walk. And then how much does it cost to do the walk?
It's $25 for the walk, and it's $30 if you're doing the timed run. That's if you register by June 9th.
And you register online. Or you could register, only the timed run you could register online.
No, you can register
You can register here too.
Oh yes, you can also register right here the day of, and I think it's $5 more than the day of. And you can also make donations. You can register as a volunteer online.
Is there teams too? So you have a team,
yes,
right?
Yes, we have a team. We're Team Fighting for Hope.
Okay.
Yes. And I promise if a lot of people come down, I promise you I won't sing.
I don't know if that's, I like to hear him sing. I always like to hear Mayor Connors sing, right?
You're a kind man, Bernie.
He may even tell some jokes, though.
I may tell a joke or two.
He might even tell us one today.
Well, you know, I always say that Susie is Jewish and I'm Catholic, so our wedding song was Oy Vey Maria.
You see, on Northeast Current, we have jokes, we have everything. You have to keep it light. And so, how many years has this been going on?
This is our 5th year.
Okay.
5th year. I think it's our 3rd year here at this location. We were down at Kirby Park for 2 years. Then we moved it up here.
How much did we raise, Suze?
Last year we raised almost $100,000. This year our goal is $120,000.
Yeah. $120,000.
And we had 1,000 participants.
1,000 participants. So you make money from the registrations, and how do the teams make money?
From the registrations and getting sponsorships and just getting donations as well from different businesses and corporations and so forth. Right. And we should mention that Pizza by Pappas is our presenting sponsor.
Oh, yes.
We had a huge fundraiser back in November where he donated 50% of all pizza sales to pancreatic cancer, and we raised over $17,000
from that
event, which is all going to Purple Stride.
Yeah, that's a nice thing that they do.
And
we get them in our office.
All the money goes out to California, and one thing about the Pancreatic Cancer Organization is almost all the money goes to research and development, not to salaries for anybody.
Okay. And not treatment either, for the most part. It's for research. So this is for pancreatic cancer research. Welcome back to Northeast Current. We are here at the Lackawanna River Heritage Trail, and I'm now here with Tammy Saunders, and we're talking about the pancreatic cancer walk, the Purple Stride, that'll be June 11th. And I was just handed some really interesting statistics. They're kind of disturbing statistics, really, that pancreatic cancer is one of the deadliest cancers in the nation, and the survival rate is only 8%. In 2016, this year, over 53,000 people will be diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and approximately 41,000, almost 42,000 actually will die. And pancreatic cancer is the 9th most common cancer in men and the 11th most cancer in women. So Tammy was going to talk a little bit about the research, why it's so important.
And really, it's pancreatic cancer is on the rise. It's a real epidemic in northeastern Pennsylvania. In 2010, my husband, Jay Saunders, was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. He was only 45 years old when he was diagnosed. He was one of the lucky ones. He lived 2 years with the disease. He died at the age of 47. We never saw it coming. He was healthy. He exercised every day. He ate well. He was fit and strong. And we never, ever saw it coming because the signs and symptoms of pancreatic cancer are so vague, and it's not detected. There's no early detection methods for pancreatic cancer. That's the first problem. There's no early detection methods. The second problem is there's no effective treatments. And lastly, there is no cure unless you're eligible for the Whipple's procedure, which is an invasive 9-11-hour surgery. And so the issue is, and well, I just want to say also, in 2010, when my husband was diagnosed with it, that year the statistics were 43,000 individuals were diagnosed with pancreatic cancer that year. And now 6 years later, 2016, it's increased by 10,000 individuals.
And there's nobody really knows why.
And nobody knows why, right? So I think the important message here is that without funding, there's no research. And without research, there is no cure. And so the Pancreatic Cancer Action Network group has been a real wonderful group, a wonderful source of hope for individuals diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. There's a great group of people who are involved in this organization. Paul Savage is the chairperson for Purple Stride this year. He was the chairperson last year for Purple Stride. He has done an incredible job. I think there's probably 15 teams this year. Our team is the Jaywalkers in honor of my husband, Jay. He's done a really great job. Last year there was, I think Susie said, 1,000 participants.
They raised over $100,000.
Right, so really, so again, the importance is, without research, there's not going to be a cure. The National Institute of Health does not dedicate a lot of funding for pancreatic cancer. Pancreatic cancer gets the least amount of funding.
I wonder why that is.
And well, because I don't know, but
it's changing now.
The bigger cancers, and there's research that shows breast cancer, prostate cancer, lung cancer, they get a tremendous amount of funding, and they have the highest survival rates. So there's like a 90. So the research corresponds with the funding and corresponds with the survival rates. So breast cancer has like a 99% 5-year survival rate. Prostate cancer, I think, might even have a 95% 5-year survival rate, whereas pancreatic cancer just moved up to having an 8% survival rate. So that's why, again, the funding is so important. We're asking for donations. We're asking for volunteers.
It's a fun way to raise money. I mean, you can come and have a nice walk. It's a beautiful park. It's a beautiful, walk here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bittersweet day, I'm sure,
it's a way to
for
honor people.
Everybody here that participates. But
I think it's touched most people that we know. I mean, my grandfather, he died of pancreatic cancer.
Really? Wow. Yeah, once you start talking about it, it's amazing. People say, I remember when Jay got diagnosed, and someone would say, oh, so-and-so, I know, and more people just started getting diagnosed with it, and it's a tough disease. It's a real tough, hideous,
well, you guys are tough to
fight
fight it with this walk, and you're, like I said, you're like you said, I should say, your group is the Jaywalkers. And is it already set? Could somebody still join the Jaywalkers?
Oh, absolutely. You can join the day of the race, which is June 11th. You can sign up online at purplestride.org, Northeast PA 2016, I think Susie said was the website.
Yeah.
If you go to
We'll put it on the screen.
PanCan, PANCIN.org, pancan.org, you can get a lot of information, you know, about the disease, about research, about, you know, another great service that PanCan provides is they provide patient advocacy services. And so they help patients find clinical trials.
Okay.
And so they provide a lot of assistance, and they provide the funding for research, which is
Support
incredibly
group, too.
important. Yes.
Support
yes, so.
and hope.
And
so
hope.
yeah, so you know, the people of northeastern Pennsylvania have very big hearts.
Yes,
I always
they
like
do.
to say, and they will come out and support it. And so the best way to help right now is to come out and walk on June 11th.
Or run if you're
Or
a runner.
run if you're a
or
runner.
Run if you're a runner. 5K.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good way. You got to run anyway on a nice Saturday morning. You might as well come and give a donation and have a run and see if you can beat the other Purple Striders, right?
Yes, we're in third place right now, our team, the Jaywalkers.
Yeah?
So we're really trying to.
That's in the money raising, not in the actual physically racing department yet.
Yeah, well, the
Okay.
teams are ranked according to how much money they've raised. So we have 80 team members right now. We're up to about $5,400 that our team has raised in honor of Jay Saunders, and so we're trying to be the number one team, but we're in
anybody
third
out
place
there
right
was
now.
a-
That's right.
Jay had a lot of friends, so
Yes.
somebody out there could hear our voice. They could
Yeah.
throw in
Come on
another
down.
5,000 and
That's
we'll
right. That's right.
double it. Welcome back to Northeast Current, and now I am here with Ellen Eiden, who is a very lucky, I guess, and rare. She's one of the. She's actually a pancreatic cancer survivor.
Yes, I was
Can you
very
tell us
lucky.
about that?
I was diagnosed in 2006. No, sorry, 9. You could edit that, right? 2009. I just didn't feel good, and I went to my family doctor. Then he sent me to my GI doctor, and my GI doctor thought he saw something on my pancreas, so he sent me to a doctor in Philly who did a test down there, and then they sent me to the surgeon. And the surgeon said to me, "Would you like to be done next Tuesday or Thursday?" I'm like, "What?" Like I thought it was my
Yeah,
gallbladder.
sure,
I'm
right.
thinking it's nothing. And he goes, "Well, there is some atypical cells, and we need to do a Whipple." So he explained the whole procedure to me, and I was just like, okay. I was texting my husband saying, "What day's good for you?" And we went with the Tuesday of the next week.
So if you were able to get a Whipple, that's a good chance for survival.
Yes, they were able to remove the cyst that was on the head of my pancreas.
Okay.
And then every year I have to have an MRI and go back down and see the surgeon. And every year he says to me, "Everything's good.
Wow.
We'll see you in a year." Now, I just had my sister diagnosed with pancreatic cancer.
Oh.
Hers had become pancreatic cancer. She's undergoing chemo and having a terrible time with the chemo, but she'll get there. It's
Okay.
just early stages, so we have hope for her.
Yeah, it is such a devastating disease. So, I mean, that's why we really
need
really
this
like you
research,
guys to
money.
come out and walk and donate money and whatever you can do, awareness, so that we could fight this. It's a sneaky, you don't expect it, and then just takes away people. It's just very sad. But we're glad that you made it.
Yes,
right?
so am I.
Well, that's good. And so now
So
you
am I.
help out,
Yes.
and you're
yes.
always there fighting
yes,
for the others.
Yes, it's a good cause to fight for.
I could imagine.
It really is, and
Imagine.
everybody you meet, and like Tammy said, when you say I've had it or I've had the Whipple, people are like, "Oh yeah, I know this one," and it's amazing. You don't
Yeah.
realize how many people are affected by this. It's sad,
Yeah, right.
and it's getting to be younger and younger. I mean, my
Yeah.
sister's only 61. That's
Yeah.
young nowadays.
I think I knew a
you know?
20-year-old who had
Yes,
it. Yeah.
and there's a group on Facebook too called Whipple Warriors, and every day there's more people coming on, and could you just explain it to us? Could you help us through
Right.
it? So it's nice to be able to spread your wings and help
Sure.
everybody with,
I mean,
with
Steve
it.
Jobs died.
Yes,
of pancreatic
yes,
cancer.
yes, and he tried desperately to
Right.
heal himself. But this is a wonderful fundraiser, and like Tammy said also, that's the only way they're going to be able to do research is if we raise more and more money for them, and that's our goal, is to beat our what we raised last year.
Okay.
So we're trying to get over 100,000 this year.
Over 100,000 this year. It's going to be June 11th right here
Right.
at the Lackawanna
At
River
9
Heritage Trail.
a.m.
That's when the walk starts, but if you're not registered, you come here by 8
Right.
and get registered.
Yep.
And you could run also.
And if you go on to purplestride.org, you can go on to one of the teams and donate. They're all listed, the 10 or 15
Like the
teams.
Jaywalkers
The Jaywalkers. I walk for Team Fighting for Hope,
or Team Fighting for Hope.
but we're fighting for everybody. So
That's
it's
right.
all a group. They're all under the umbrella cover.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
Jeremy said,
congratulations on
oh,
you surviving.
Thank you. God bless you.
And thank you for being involved. And I hope to see you guys all there on June 11th.
We hope to see you there.
I will. I'll be
Okay.
there.
All right.
And we'll be right back after these messages. It's not live. It's not live. Don't worry.
How did my hair look? Did my hair look okay?
Blowing all over the place.
Was it
Like
blowing
Beyonce.
all over?
It's like Beyonce.
It was on my, well, it was on my mind. Hey, listen, I was on Wheel of Fortune. I'm a real pro.
I have to do it.
So I say we'll be right back after these messages too, and then
No, that's all right. I'll just...
whoever's sitting next to me, we'll be right back after these.
And it's really underfunded, and so
Okay.
that's why efforts like ours are so important, because without the research, there's no
Okay.
funding for
We'll start with that, and then she gets to say that.
Look, Mir,
Great burn.
Kind of a mess.
Are you ready to feel the burn?
feel the burns.
Definitely.
Don't stop believing.